Hey everyone, and welcome to the Arvideezy Sports Channel with your boy Arvideezy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to the people who just subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm nothing without you. Let's talk about this game. What did we do right? Nothing. What did we do wrong? Everything. Ronrivera. I'm gonna get to you in a second, but Sam Howell, this is a game you might want to forget. This is a game Sam Howell needs to forget, big time. I mean, seriously, you gotta throw this one in the trash. You gotta throw a game like this in the trash can, Sam Howell. You gotta forget this one. This one of those good old-fashioned ass whoopings to a rookie quarterback who hasn't faced a great defense, that has a great, let me say this, that has a good to great defensive coordinator. McDermott is a really, really good, experienced defensive coordinator. He had a great plan against the rookie quarterback who haven't seen any type of coverages, exotic blitz packages as he saw with McDermott's defense. That's the old Carolina defense that Ronrivera used to run in Carolina. It can give a young quarterback problems, as it was shown today. It gave Sam Howell a lot of problems. And he kept doing it. The same thing. They mixed it up a little bit for the most part when they needed to. Every time it was like a 3rd and 5, they went right back to that same coverage. Sam Howell could not figure that coverage out. He couldn't. They did a great job against our offense. They neutralized our offense, and they played on Sam Howell's inexperience, which a good team's supposed to do. When you start going up against those upper echelon defenses with good defensive coordinators, something our defense coordinator can't do against rookie quarterbacks, in the past. But when you got a guy that's really good at calling defensive plays and got experience like McDermott does, he's going to make those rookie quarterbacks look like rookie quarterbacks. Oh, you think you arrived, huh? Let's see if you can handle this, But this is a game that Sam Howell can learn from. This is a good game. This is a game that I was hoping Sam Howell, and hear me out. I was hoping Sam Howell would have a game like this. This is the only way you can learn. As a rookie quarterback, these type of games you need to have. In order to become great, you got to fall flat on your face. Sam Howell could do nothing right this game. Nothing right. It seemed like an uphill battle to climb. But that's the way it's supposed to be when you're a rookie quarterback going up against a great defensive coordinator. That's what it's supposed to look like. You're supposed to learn from this. This is great teaching moments. Ericbieniemy, this is a great teaching moment for you to have with Sam Howell. The offensive line is not giving this guy time. And on top of that, he's holding on to the ball. And on top of that, he's still not recognizing different blitz packages. He's not recognizing to get the ball out of your hand when there's nothing there. You can go to the check down or you can throw the ball away. It's one of the two. Don't try to make something happen when it's not there. This is not college, man. You're only going to get 4 to 5 seconds. That's on the high end. The average time you got to throw the ball, as soon as you drop back, that's most of the time. As soon as that back feet drops back to the end of your drop, you need to be trying to get that ball out of your hand. Because you, against this offensive line, they should be going short passing game. They don't have the time. And I know Bieniemy, he's the type of guy, he wants you to still do it. But Bieniemy, I'm sorry, these guys, they can't hold up. The interior is okay, but those two tackles, Bieniemy, they can't hold up. You got to change the way you're calling your plays now, especially against these teams moving forward, because they're going to sit up there and they're going to duplicate and they're going to copy what the next team did the week before. Philadelphia is going to be licking their chops when they look at the film. They're going to be like, oh, man, we're going to have about 15 sacks this game, buddy. Buffalo had at least damn near 10 sacks, at least, between 8 to 10 sacks. I don't know. I know they sacked. I seen Sam Howell on that ground at least 8 to 9 times. So I'm assuming that they got at least 10 sacks, But it wasn't a good game plan today by Eric Bieniemy. And he faced this guy, and this guy knew everything that was coming. Everything that was coming. My thing is, when you're going up against somebody that you play against all the time and he has your number, they came up in the ranks together, so he know everything that Andy Reid likes to do. They always played tough games against Kansas City, and he know everything that Eric Bieniemy likes to do because it's the same as Andy Reid. So it made an easier job for McDermott to call defensive plays out there today. You know what I'm saying? It was he knew everything that was coming. They had an answer for everything. Of course we got him on a couple of plays, but after that, he know what Eric liked to do on the red zone. He know what Eric Bieniemy likes to call on certain down and distances, opposed to what side of the field he on. He knows this. He played like Bieniemy said in the press conference. He played against them a lot. He coached against them a lot of times. He know what Bieniemy likes to do. It was no secret. It was about execution out there today, and we couldn't execute. And Buffalo, we just played Buffalo a couple of years back, and our defense held it down as long as they could. But offensively, we couldn't do anything. We played on our heels all day, and I thought that we was a team that could come from behind. But against certain teams, you just can't. A team like Buffalo with a good defense, they don't give up that much, man. So I know it's going to be an uphill battle, an uphill climb. That's why I wanted. Now I'm about to talk about Ronrivera. That's why I wanted Ronrivera to kick that field goal. But he refused to kick the field goal for whatever reason. He refused to kick it. He didn't trust in his defense right there, and can't nobody tell me different. Ronrivera did not trust in his defense right there. He felt like he had to score. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to change the momentum, get the momentum back, or whatever the case may be. But in that case, kicking the field goal is not losing momentum. Kicking the field goal is saying, okay, defense, we're going to get these 3 points. But I know you guys are going to stop them. We're going to get this ball back. That would have gave the defense confidence. But when you try to go for it and you saying, oh, most people would look at it like he had confidence in his defense because he's giving Buffalo a long field to work with. Buffalo, with a quarterback like Josh Allen, the defense did their job early in the game. But it breaks your back when now your quarterback scrambles for a long run. Now that changes things. Now they worry. Now they're not going as hard on the pass rush because now they're watching. And the commentator said, Commanders don't have no sacks. How you going to get sacks when you got a quarterback running all over your defense? You're not even trying to get to him as a pass rush. Now you're worrying about trying to contain him in the pocket. And I knew we wasn't going to get a whole lot of sacks this game because of that. But at the same time, when you're trying to contain him, you can't allow him to get outside the pocket. If you're containing him, you can't let him get outside the pocket. So what? You don't get sacks. You cannot allow this guy to just run all over you. And that right there now, Jack Del Rio had to keep a spy in there from time to time. And that opened up some things. Just the running game from the running back wasn't the problem. We shut that down early. He had a little 4 or 5 yard run here and there. We shut that down early. The problem is Josh Allen was now the running back. And he was gashing us. So now we had to be leery of Josh Allen, who's also the quarterback. When it came to that point, that's when I would have started blitzing. I would have blitzed up the middle, and I'd have blitzed from the outside. That's what I would have did. I would have taken my chances like that. I would have blitzed up the middle, with a linebacker and blitzed on the other side with a safety. I wasn't going to allow him to set his feet. One time they got him off his mark. They had him running. And he still made an unbelievable throw down the field. Okay, that's what you're going to have to do. Because I'm not going to allow you to just sit up here and dictate what you're going to do. And as a defense coordinator, sometimes you got to be aggressive. Sometimes you got to, assert yourself as a defensive coordinator. You got to pose your will. You got to impose your will sometimes, man. As a defense coordinator, you're going to have to say, take off your hat, slam it on the ground like, that's it. He's not going to sit up here and do this to me all game. No, I'm not having it. And so that's what should have happened. Jack Del Rio, you sit up there and you kept doing the same old thing, and it was not working, man. When you decided to blitz, and then Cameron Curl couldn't even make the tackle. When you blitz, man, you got to hit home. It's got to be timely blitz, but the player got to hit home. And when he didn't hit home, Josh Allen rolled in the end zone and gave us a finger roll. You have to hit home. We had chances. I told you guys he was going to throw it up for grabs. We had chances to get our hands on the ball. We didn't get it. 2 times we had a chance to get interceptions. We didn't get it. Against a quarterback like that, if you don't make him pay, you done. You are done. Because this guy's a two-way quarterback. He's looking to push the ball. He's looking to scramble. He's looking to make off-schedule plays. This guy's a total package, man. He's one of the best. He's an elite quarterback. And when you got a chance to make elite quarterbacks pay, you got to make them pay. And if you don't, these are the type of results you're going to have. 37-3. Those are the results you're going to have for not making a quarterback like him pay. And when you got a chance to get points, you got to put them on the board. That 3 points can help. That 3 points go a long way. I know you want 7 ronrivera, but that 3 points go a long way, my friend. Trust me. Now, you're resetting. Now the defense, after you missed it, Buffalo had all the momentum. And you think they're not going to make you pay after that? They had to. They have to make you pay after that, man. And then Antonio Gibson. You're fumbling too much, brother. You cannot, in a situation like that, give it up. You just can't, man. You can't, man. You can't do stuff like that, man. I understand we was down. You trying to make a play. The offense is desperate, and you're trying to spin out of stuff and all that. But when you do those sorts of things, that's when the problem occurs. That's when the guys come in and knock the ball out, and you really fighting an uphill battle now. That right there just took all the juice out of the team. And then one play when they got it back, that penalty. See, good teams don't kill themselves. Bad teams do. We had a chance to have them on the 45-yard line, but the Commanders got a penalty, and they moved closer up the field. It was on 35-yard line. So when you do stuff like that, you're giving a great offense a short field. First play on first down, went up the field, touchdown. You just can't give up those sort of plays. You just can't. Like I said, good teams don't beat themselves. But we got a chance. We still up 1 game over 500. We're 2-1. We still got a chance. It's not doom and gloom yet. We're still hopeful. So we got to reboot. Saddle back up, get back on that horse, and reboot. Philly is not an easy game. We all know this. They're a division rival. They can go either way. The game can go either way. Hopefully we come out on the winning end. I'm going to give my predictions one day this week. And you guys going to find out who I'm picking to win this game. I know a lot of Commanders fans don't have the confidence right now. They're saying, man, Philly going to dog walk us. I don't believe so. I don't believe it's going to be a game like Buffalo. Simply because that's our rival. And we already kind of got a blueprint on how to beat them. Ball control offense, possession game, and we're going to have to work the ball down the field like that against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're another team like the Buffalo defense. They're not going to give you anything. You got to earn. Sam Howell's he's going to have to understand that. You're going to have to earn, what you get in the NFL. This ain't college. This ain't hero ball. You're going to learn. If you want to be a starting NFL quarterback and remain a starting quarterback, you're going to have to take what the defense give you. Sometimes it ain't always pretty. It ain't the sexy play all the time, but it's the play that's moving the chains. You're going up against good defense. You're going to have to be disciplined and take what they give you. Don't force the ball in there. I said before the game start, Sam Howell, just don't force the ball in there. You got to be lethargic this game. This ain't North Carolina. You're in the NFL. Everything is a little bit tighter. The players are a little bit more faster, So you just got to take what they give you. Once you learn how to do that and recognize these blitz, and the offensive line got to hold up to protect this young quarterback. Once he learns how to do that, he'll be just fine. He's still a franchise quarterback, and I'm still a Sam Howell fan. I'm on the Sam Howell bandwagon. I'm not a fair weather Sam Howell fan like some of you are. I've read the Facebook comments. I seen how you guys were already trashing him. Some of you guys, not all the fans are trashing Sam Howell. It's some of you guys out there, and you know who you are. You're a fair weather fan. Let this guy grow. This is only his 4th start. People, I want you to clearly understand that the guy been with us for a year, but this is only his 4th start. He's seeing things like ericbieniemy say for the first time in his life. McDermott took advantage of that. Now that he saw all of that, he could see it on tape and he make his corrections. He seemed like a smart enough guy to me that he's not going to duplicate having another game like this. Everybody pause. Don't hit the panic button. It's only the 3rd game. We're still 2-1. It's a long season. The guy's going to do nothing but grow. He's gotten better and better. Each game, he just ran into a stone wall. And I'm glad that it happened to him early right now in the beginning of the year. The 3rd game of the year. I'm glad that it happened right now. So he can learn from it. That's all he can do is learn from it and grow and get better. And Ron Rivera, you got to make better coaching decisions. Next time, Ron Rivera, please take the points, man. Take the points. Don't try to be greedy and get it all back. You're not going to get it all back, Ron. Just take the points, man. And be done with it. Don't try to get it all back. And moving forward, ericbieniemy, you need to call, have a better game plan, prepared, because this offensive line, Buffalo exploited so many of our weaknesses today. The weakness of our quarterback to his inability, because he's young, to call out the blitz and recognize the blitz and know where to go at with the ball. They exploited our weak coach, our weak head coach. He tried to get it all back. He tried to get the momentum back. I knew what he was doing, but that wasn't the time. It's still early in the game. That was a bad judgment call on Ron Rivera's part. Jack Del Rio, it's just proven to me that you need to blitz more up the middle and on the outside at the same time. When you're going up against some of these scrambling quarterbacks, they got to be timely blitz. On those 3rd and long downs, you need to dial up the blitz, man. You need to dial up the blitz. I know you got a lot of confidence in the 4-down line. I get that. At some point, we're going to have to start utilizing those fast linebackers that we got and get to the quarterback and utilizing some of the talents with our safeties and putting that pressure on their quarterback. It shouldn't have been no way Josh Allen ran for those many yards today against you. He almost ran for 100 yards against you, man. It shouldn't have been no way that should have happened. At some point, that can't happen no more against these running quarterbacks. Every team that we meet now is going to be a quarterback that can do both. So at some point, we're going to have to neutralize that. That's our Achilles heel right now. I said that we don't have no luck going up against scrambling quarterbacks. Daniel Jones is going to look at a game like this. When we play the Giants, he's going to look at this game. He's going to play, oh, man, they still ain't fixed that issue yet. Yeah, we always going to have a chance against the Commanders because they're not going to be able to neutralize me because Jack Del Rio is a stubborn defense coordinator. You got to get to the quarterback, man. Those running quarterbacks with blitzes. Your 4 down lineman is not quick enough to contain these type of quarterbacks, and they're not disciplined enough. They're quick enough, but they're just not disciplined. Talking about those 2 ends, because it all starts with those guys. They got to get that push straight up. They want to make a play. They want to swing out. That's not how you play a running quarterback. You push up the pocket. Just watch some of these other teams play how that had success against these running quarterbacks. Just watch how they play them. And I guarantee you they're not swinging wide. If those guys would have did that, Josh Allen wouldn't have ran crazy the way he did today. It's the same thing that he did the first game. The exact same thing that he did the first game. He allowing you guys to go past and he's stepping up. It's just that simple. It's just that easy when you play against Montez Sweat and Chase Young. They over pursue. If they stop over pursuing like that against these running quarterbacks won't have no running lanes, and that'll give the secondary a chance to get their hands on some balls. Pause. You know what I mean? That'll give those guys a chance to make play. But if they gotta worry about the quarterback running and trying to cover their wide receiver, that's asking a whole lot. That's asking a whole lot of those guys. We gotta have a better defensive game plan, and Jack Del Rio, that starts with you. ericbieniemy, you gotta have a better offensive game plan because you're not working with a good offensive lineman. You're not working with a good offensive line. Your interior is good, but your outside tackles are horrible. And Sam has to do a better job of getting rid of that ball. You has to know you can't hold on to that ball. Moving forward, I expect us to be better. This game was a shellacking. It was a good old-fashioned ass whooping. And hopefully we learn from it. And we won't make the same mistakes again. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. It's your boy RVD. Thanks to the people that newly subscribed once again. I'm nothing without you guys. You guys take it easy and enjoy yourself.